What's up, YouTube? I already had a video about this posted for quite a while, but I felt like it was kind of incomplete, so I wanted to redo it and add in those things that I forgot the first time. It's a video about basic disc selection and the core groups of discs, which are drivers, mid-ranges, and putters. Now, a lot of people, when they first start out, kind of feel like, you drive with your driver, and then in the middle between your drive and your putt, you throw your mid-range, and then you throw your putter, try to get it in the basket. That's kind of a misnomer. That's not how it always works out. It could work out that way, but really all that these different distinctions mean, whether it says driver, mid-range, putt, and approach, those are just telling you how fast the discs fly, how far they're capable of flying, and usually it's a pretty good indication of how controllable and accurate they are as well. So basically, a good tip that I try to base my game around is I try to throw the slowest, most controllable disc that will still reach the target. So it's very simple. If my putter will reach the target, whether it's the basket or the fairway or whatever I'm aiming for, I'll throw my putter, or I'll throw a putter of some type. If I need more distance, I'll club up to a mid-range of some type. And if I need a lot of distance, I'll throw a driver. It's a very simple rule that helps you stay controlled, helps you stay in the fairway, prevents you from doing things like overshooting the target, or just landing close to the basket but then skipping far away because it's a driver, and stuff like that. So that's the main tip I want to impart in this video. Now, like any other rule or guideline, it has exceptions, and I want to go over a few of those because they were kind of missing from the other video. The one exception would be a low ceiling. If you have a very low gap, say there are branches overhanging, you have to go underneath them, a lot of times you'll need a driver to get that extra distance on a low flat line like that. A lot of times, to get distance out of a putter or mid-range, you kind of want to give it some air, let it kind of ride out in the air a little bit, and use its glide to get you that distance. With a driver, you can kind of snap it low and just get it to go straight without as much effort and still cover the same amount of distance. So that's one instance. The other instance is if you have to go way out and around something. Now, you think of the tee to the basket is only 250 feet, but you can't throw straight to the basket because there's a ton of trees there or whatever. But the course gives you this big wide open curve to the left, so you can take that. But you have to remember then, to get the disc to go way out and around, it's actually traveling much farther than 250 feet. So in that instance, you might want to throw a driver to get you that extra speed and extra distance out and around something. The other thing would be when you really want it, you really need it to go hard left or hard right. Even if it's a short hole, if it was straight at it, I would definitely throw a putter. Sometimes if I need to go hard right or hard left, I'll throw a driver or mid-range because they are faster and therefore they'll cut through the air a little bit more, and you can get that harder turn or harder fade out of them, So there are holes where if it was straight down the line, I would throw an AVR or a magnet or something, but since it has to hook really hard to the left, I'll throw a predator, because I can trust it to make that more exaggerated turn. Because it's just faster, has more speed, and it's more aerodynamic, because it's a driver. And the other one would be is if you need to go up and over something. A lot of times if you have to go up over a tree, you'll throw a shot called, I call it a spike hyzer. They have different names for it, knife hyzer, stuff like that, where you throw this really exaggerated hyzer that basically goes straight up and then spikes straight down. For that, I will almost always use an overstable driver, like a Predator or something like that, even if it's a very short shot, because again, rather than just going straight to the basket or the target, you have to go way up and over, it has to travel more distance. so you want that extra distance, and because it'll hook and cut harder through the air and get you to come straight down and land there. But outside of those few situations, if you have a reasonably open look at the target or the basket, yeah, throw your slowest, most controllable disc that'll get you there. You know, whether that's a putter or a mid-range or a driver, or whatever you got, you know. And even within those subcategories, I have some drivers that are slower, don't go as far, but if they'll reach it, I'd rather throw them because I trust them more to be more controllable and more accurate. So yeah, that's the gist of it. Hope you guys liked the video. Thanks for watching. If you have any questions about disc golf or any other, you know, whether it's discs or this video or anything, just feel free to send me a personal message and I'll do my best to answer them. Alright, thanks guys. Cheers.